Kathy, good afternoon over there on YouTube. Look at the block orders coming in on Burrow. Holy smokes. John, good afternoon. Look at the block orders coming in on Burrow. Good God. Something going on there. Holy cow. I have not seen block orders like that on a 40, almost 50-cent stock in quite a long time. Look at the orders coming in on Burrow. B-U-R-U. Sheila, good afternoon. B-U-R-U with some big block orders coming in, hitting this thing pretty darn hard. Some big on the sell side too, though, but holy mackerel. Live for better. Good afternoon. Michelle, good afternoon. Burrow is just going crazy here. What's going on? What did I miss? I obviously have missed something. My goodness. B-U-R-U. B-U-R-U. There are some big, massive block orders going through 20, 30,000 share orders. Lots of them. A lot of them. Big orders. This one I'm really curious about after hours. Really curious about after hours on this one. All eyes on Burrow this afternoon here in after hours. Holy smokes. Does anybody see, was there news released on this just recently? Like 2:45? Greenbud, good afternoon. B-U-R-U. B-U-R-U. Company is New Burrow Incorporated. This thing started climbing out of nowhere, and it was on big block orders. And by block orders, I mean 10,000 shares or more. And I was seeing 10,000 shares, 30,000, 36,000, 20,000, 10,000. Huge orders going through on the bid side, coming through. Look at the bid right now at 48 cents, 879,000 share order, almost a million share order on the bid side. On the bid side, an almost million share order at 48. 879,000 shares. We are going to watch this one in after hours. All eyes on BURU in after hours. I want to see what this thing does. These are some big orders. Somebody's betting big on this thing at 48 cents, almost a million shares at almost 50 cents a pop. That's a $500,000. Somebody's betting big on this one. I don't know what's on with that. And that's on the bid side now. That's somebody trying to buy 879,000 shares at 48. That's how many they're trying to buy. And I'm real curious to see what happens in after hours with this. Could be a pump and dump, who knows? But for somebody to drop almost 1 million shares on the bid is pretty damn sizable. That's a lot of commitment. That's a huge commitment. I hope you're in that. At least I better not say that because people might FOMO and jump in, but I don't know what it's going to do. I really don't. I have no idea what this is going to do. I got mine. Telegram is open. I just need to post a link to it. And X will be open tonight. All right, here we go into opening of after hours. Let's see what happens with Burrow. Let me click on some of these press releases, get them out of the way. PEV up 13%. SPI is up 18%. All right, that order got pulled at 48. But we've still got some big orders coming in here, even in after hours. Let's see, ISPC is up 12%. SPI is up 18%. 22% now, 27%. SPI getting a little bump. SPI is up 34%. SPI. Mary, good afternoon. SPI. $38. SPI is number one right now. It's up 30%. ISPC is up 17%. That's in the number 2 spot. Let's see. Burrow pulling back here. SPI now at 42%. Sassy Crypto, good afternoon. SPI up 40, ISPC TFPC now at 17. Bryce, good afternoon. TFFP up 17. Waiting to see if Burrow pops here again. ISPC at 15%. TFFP up 17. SPI. There's the cowboy hat. Thank you. Burrow trying to curl back up now. SPI seems to be pulling backwards just a little bit. Okay, we've got some press releases here. Announces proposed public offering. Beanox. Kind of going through press releases here, so give me a moment. Yeah, we had a big holder on that. I don't know who it was. We had a big holder on Wolfpack coin, and looks like they sold off some, like 25 million shares or something. Knocked the price down quite a bit. Just one seller knocked it down quite a bit, and but it worked its way back up again. And then somebody else did the same thing. Somebody else dropped 10 or 15 million of them, and it dropped again. But again, it worked its way back up again. It seems to be recovering every time somebody sells off, it recovers. But that's what happens. You know, you get a lot of people that get in early. Look at TFFP. TFFP. Holy smokes. Oh, it finally went kaboom. TFFP was in the number 2 or number 3 spot there for a while. And then all of a sudden, boom, up it went, 112%. Wow. SPI. Welcome. Mitchell's holding everything. Yeah, everybody that I know of is holding. Everybody I know is holding. And I am as well. There is zero chance. Let me say that again for everybody in the back row that didn't hear me. There is zero chance that I'm getting rid of any of them unless I'm burning them. EVGO. Let's see what EVGO. EVGO popping. What's going on here? EVGO starting to really pop. EVGO now up to 742. It's up 21%, 22%, 23%. Yeah, it's just a bankruptcy play. They do that sometime. Sometimes they pop up like that. EVGO, John, in at 644, out at 750. Nice. But those bankruptcy runs like that, when they bounce up like that, they do fall back down. So be very careful with it. EVGO is climbing on a press release. They got a $1.25 billion guaranteed loan. So that's what's causing that one to run up. Do I own 65%? No. As far as I know, all the Wolfpack. Well, there's two top holders. One is me, and I'm not selling anything. And I'll be very upfront and blunt about that. I am not selling anything. In fact, I bought more today. I bought about 8 million more today, and have no plans on selling any of it. And there's another person in there that has close to 20%, something like that. A little bit less now, I think, because he sold off some, and I don't know who it is. I have no idea who it is. But you got to remember, owning 20% of it 2 days ago was not difficult. It was like $1,700 investment. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't a big dollar investment. They didn't take much to buy it. When it first came out, it didn't take much to buy 200 million shares. In fact, somebody could have stepped in for about $5 or $6 grand and probably bought the entire supply. You know, there just wasn't. Now it's getting harder as the price goes up. That's getting a little bit more difficult to do, and that's good. But whoever the other big holder was, they did dump some of it today. That's what the big dump that you've seen today. They did dump some of it, and that's good. That's good. They're getting rid of it, and they're just taking profits. I mean, that's all it is. They're just taking profits. But like I mentioned, it's recovering every time. Every time it drops like that from somebody dropping for some profits, it's climbing back up. It recovers right back up to where it started. It's not on a nosedive. And I'll continue buying. I'll continue pumping money into it. I'll continue showing my support for the coin, continue pumping. I'm not letting go of anything. And like I said, somewhere down the road, I will start burning them. All right, TFFP. I think that one's coming back down again. SPI coming down. EVGO coming down. ISPC coming down. Everything's pulling back right now. Got one press release here. GTIM announces a $2 million expansion of its share repurchase program. Not a terribly big repurchase program, but TFFP, that's coming back down. You guys can count on that. I bought $30 worth. It's now valued at $338 in 2 days. Nice. Keep holding. Just keep holding. Don't let go. Burrow's kind of running flat, isn't it, right now? BURU. I wish I could pinpoint why that was going up like it did just prior to market close. It must be getting pumped someplace on some social media platform. BURU starting to push up again. Burrow is pushing. It's up to 50 again. Look at TFFP, filed for bankruptcy, and it's up 107%. Isn't that crazy? That is just nuts. That is just nuts. Got a few more press releases. Could be short covering. That's very true, John. That's very true. That could be just shorts covering positions prior to bankruptcy. I don't know. Sure helping out a lot of people, that's for sure. How does that work on a bankruptcy when you have short shares? Are you still liable for those? If it goes bankrupt, the company goes bankrupt? Yeah, I was talking about the crypto, our Wolfpack community coin. If they bankrupt, they don't have to cover. Some people saying yes, they do. Some people saying no, they don't. I don't know. I've never shorted, so I'm never been interested in borrowing money on margin to play the stock market. It always just seemed a little too risky for me. I'm not that big of a risk taker. I like more of a sure thing. Well, we're not getting any news right now. GTIM just popped up. It had a press release that's the one that was going to do the $2 million share repurchase program. But other than that, there's nothing. EVGO, but we already know about that one. That's one that got the loan, $1.25 billion guaranteed loan. CAN, C-A-N, signs an agreement with AGM Group Holdings for Bitcoin mining machines. This is on CAN. CAN signs an agreement for some Bitcoin mining machines. CAN. CAN. Got a couple of good big block buys came in there. I'll be on here a while to give that to you. I'm going to come back on live again later this evening. I'll be on here primarily talking about stocks right now. But when I get done here, I'm going to grab a bite to eat, and then I'm going to come back and go live again. And for just strictly talking about the coin. Maybe we can figure out who bought 20 million of them, or 200 million. Yes, there is a Wolfpack Community Coin Telegram. It's under the name Wolfpack Community Coin. That's the name of the group. But as far as a link goes, I'll have to, when I come back on live here, I'll see if I can post a link on TikTok here. CAN still kind of pushing up here a little bit on this press release. Jay, you in here now? Did I see you log in here? There's Rhonda. I'll bet she's got it. There it is. Right there it is. Let me pin that for you. There it is. Thank you, Rhonda. Appreciate that very, very much. Maybe Rhonda can go in there and set up as a moderator. CAN. Well, that came down awful quick. That popped up nice and then went down nice. All right. Well, got somebody in the waiting room over here. Well, TFFP. Anybody else got anything running right now in terms of stocks? TFFP is pulling down. SPI is pulling down. EVGO pulling down. CTCX, that popped up, but it's not going anywhere. LITM, nothing. Well, that just popped, but it's not going to go anywhere. GTIM. RPTX press release here announces positive results of a clinical trial. It's a positive results on RPTX, has positive results on a phase 1 clinical trial. RPTX. 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 Weird action there, yeah. Very weird action there. Let's see if this can rip here for us. Looks like it wants to break 425. Just smacked through 425, went to 450. This one's got some juice on it here. And not a lot of volume pushing this up either. EVGO closes a $1.25 billion guaranteed loan. We knew about that. Let's go back and take a look at RPTX. Some weird action here on this one. And it is a phase 1 clinical trial, which are typically not that important. But they do usually get some play, but not like this. This is, look at this. Look at that ugly pullback. Holy smokes. That was not good. Wow. That was a quick up and quick down. And now it's trying to recover again. Oh my gosh. What's that all? Isn't that some, that is some weird action in my opinion. RPTX 389 to 420. Well, Big Earn made some money on that one. That's good. Zena. Look at Zena. Zena's hitting the scanner. ZENA from this morning. Zena is hitting the scanner here. Popped up just a little bit. ZENA popping. SPI. There she goes. Come on. SPI. That's been in our top three or four here, all of after hours so far. It is popping. Let's go. Let's get this baby up over 50. Take a run at 55. There's 50. Yeah, we hit 50 for a second. Maybe we'll get a press release at 4:30 that'll help us out. LDTC, with a press release, announces recipient of the first installment of the TI prepaid royalty fee. LDTC on a press release. LDTC. Let's go back to LDTC. Trug is hitting the scanner. LDTC is ripping right now. Trug's been pushing up nice and slow and easy. But let's go back to LDTC for a moment. See how this one's doing. Seems to be doing pretty well here. Looks like suddenly the volume just completely dried up. LDTC to host an investor and business update call on December 18th. SPI, come on. Now we know that thing can get over 50. LDTC. Trug still going. TRUG. Trug. It's True Golf Holdings. True Golf Holdings. TRUG. Trug is looks like it's stuck. LDTC still pushing. Still pushing. I gotcha. LDTC now up to 191. We just hit 195. Let's break two. Not a bad little run here from 160. For everybody that's messaging on Telegram, I'll be able to look at those when I get done. TFFP. A couple of more press releases here. General market news, GameStop. Just general market news. LITE has a new board member. Man, a lot of fluff news. SPI is just not doing it. TRUG, True Golf Holdings, just smacked 61. ISPC pumping up just a little bit, not much. There goes True Golf again, TRUG. I'll be on TikTok again at 6 p.m. I'll be on TikTok and YouTube at 6 p.m. I've got to eat. I am human. I have to eat. TRUG now at 60 cents. I'll be back on at 6 p.m. to talk about the coin. Right now, it is Stock Talk. TFFP, SPI, TRUG, True Golf. Yeah, I'm going to get some food here. As soon as we get done with after hours trading here with our stocks, I'm going to get something to eat, and then I'll come back on and we'll talk just about the coin. ISPC. ISPC looks like it wants to. True Golf's not giving up. It keeps falling back, and it's not giving up at all. It's having a hard time here, though, at 61. ISPC looks, it's not, that one's not giving up either. That one really is hanging in there. It just doesn't want to give up. True Golf looks like it might be having some hard times here. It's having a heck of a time at 62. It just gets up there and gets knocked right back down every time. Yeah, I know what you mean, John. These penny stocks can be really well manipulated, and especially in pre-market and after hours. They can be, if you got enough money, enough capital to hit that ask price, you can push a stock either way. And same way on those meme coins. If you enough money can push it one direction or the other insanely and really cause a lot of panic. Well, I was really hoping True Golf was going to take off here for us. We need a couple of whales in here on a couple of these. We need Mark to hit a couple of these. Mark and Ryan. We need some big money to hit one or two of these bad boys, get them going. Once they get going, the FOMO will kick in and they'll just take off. Oh my gosh. Oh, sorry about that. See you in the morning. Yes, absolutely. We'll see you in the morning. Well, I was hoping for a really good piece of news here this evening, but the only thing that ran over 100% was TFFP, and that was on bankruptcy news. that didn't help at all, did it? All right, let's go back and look at Trug. If we can break 62, I have some doubts about 65 as well, but if it breaks 62, this could take off to 70. But it's just having a hard time. Four days green in a row. That's awesome. You have a great evening, Green Bud. EVGO starting to get a little bit of green candles started. SPI is not giving up yet. True Golf, there's the 62 break we were looking for. Come on. You got to break through it, not just tap it. You can't just tap it and fall down. You got to break through it. RPTX and GSPC. All right, there's that 62 again on True Golf. RPTX dumped to 282. There, we got through that 62 on True Golf. Come on. We need it. Yeah, I wouldn't stick around too long on TFFP. If it delists tomorrow, you might want to sell your position. Take what profit you have in that and get out. TFFP. This PI. There's nothing moving right now. This is really, really slow here. Really slow. Anybody else see anything that's running? I don't see anything right now that's moving at all in after hours. Yeah, there's nothing happening here. RH Restoration Hardware 381 to 465. Wow. That popped. Holy cow. Third quarter profits posted. Boy, that was quite the pop there, wasn't it? That was insane. What a nice move. Yeah, we've been watching Trug, waiting for that break of 62. We've been following that one since it started climbing. I've been holding on here. Wanted that break of 62 so we could maybe take a shot at 70. Now let's go back and look. Carlos. Yeah, as long as it stays above my entry, I'll hold on to it. If it drops down to my entry price, I'll get out. I'm not going to hold it overnight. But if it stays above my entry price right up until 8 o'clock, yes, I will hold on to it for the opportunity of maybe it taking off in the morning, early morning, 4 o'clock in the morning. So I'm going to have to be up really, really early tomorrow. Six o'clock, Scott. 6 o'clock Eastern time. I don't see any news on it. No, I don't see any news on True Golf at all. Doesn't mean there isn't any. I just don't see any. Well, SPI's not doing anything. True Golf's about the only one that's trying to push up right now. It's the only one that's got any upward momentum at all. Everything else is either going sideways or pulling back. Nothing's really moving. So I guess we'll focus on True Golf for a little while anyway. Didn't break through that 62 like I wanted it to. I mean, it did break through it, but not aggressively the way I had hoped that it would break through. See you after supper, Scott. I don't blame you. I don't blame you one bit. This is like watching paint dry. This is not fun at all, watching nothing move at all, just staring at a screen. Are you using Interactive Broker? I use E-Trade. Dan, you have a great evening if you're still here. Oh, gosh. Boy, what a slow. We haven't had one this slow in a while. SPI. These things are just moving up and down a penny, half a penny, up and down, nonstop. All of them. Nobody's really busting out here. And I'm not touching TFFP. I don't know about you guys, but I'm not touching it. I am not touching it. True Golf is having trouble. There's not a lot of volume in the market right now. There's not a lot going on here. Public offering on CADL. CADL, can't even talk. Public offering. If you're in it, you might want to get out of it. $80 million public offering. $80 million public offering. So needless to say, that one's coming down probably. Could bounce though. Might look for a bounce on that one. You could very likely catch a good bounce on that. I don't see an offering price. Let me reread through that press release again. I don't see an offering price. $80 million. Yeah, I don't see a dollar. I don't see what the offering price is, unless it's just at market. But CADL, if you're in that, just know that it's got a big offering in place there. TRUG pulling down. See, I told you I didn't like the way that was flirting around at that 63, that 62, 63. It just couldn't break. Boy, everything is pulling backwards here. Another press release on their public offering on CADL. Let's see how far this one drops. It was sitting around $9.85 when the press release came out, and it's at 9.85, and now it's at 8.86. So it's dropped $1. Well, I'm sure this thing is going to come down. How far? It's 871 now and still dropping. Kiki, good afternoon. Yeah, it does, Tim. It just looks like everybody took the afternoon off here. Nothing is moving. There's nothing happening in after hours today. If we could have picked one day this week to take the afternoon off in after hours, today should have been the day. RPTX, positive results on a phase 1 trial. We read that one off about 36 minutes ago. That press release came out, and it's been tanking ever since. And I don't quite understand why, to be quite honest. It's not bad news. Although they achieved only a 25% overall response rate. Which I don't know the market really sees that as being very good. But that would be my take on it. Kind of a misleading headline. It is starting to curl back up, but I am a little baffled why it would drop that far. That's quite a fall. That's quite a drop. So you're telling me there's a chance. CADL 934 to 815. $25%. More like 1 in a million. So you're saying there's a chance. That would be a funny t-shirt too. See a stock chart where the stock is just absolutely just got crushed. And somebody saying, so you're saying there's a chance. That would be a cool t-shirt. TFFP shorted CADL from 934 to 815. Nice. What's it at right now? Let me go back. CADL. Is it going to bounce? Is it bouncing? Or is it going to keep going? Why are people starting all these memes? You talking about the coins, the crypto coins? I can't speak for other people. I don't know why other people start them. I suppose make money on them. That'd be my guess. There's been a lot of people that have made and not the creator of the coin either. I'm talking about just regular people that have turned hundreds or thousands of dollars into a lot of money. I mean, I've seen stories of some young kids turning $300-400 on a meme coin into $120,000. So there is some money to be made in there. You just got to find the right coin and get in at the right time. It happens. They're not much different than stocks. It's not much different than a regular stock market. It operates kind of similar, not real similar, but kind of similar. There's a lot of similarities you can draw between the two. And it's something fun to watch on the weekends, just like any cryptocurrency. Gives you a chart to watch on the weekend, get excited about or mad about. Robinhood server is down. Josh is saying the Robinhood server is down. So if you're having problems with Robinhood, there you go. Josh says he can't search stocks. Boy, there's nothing moving. Nothing. All right. Well, I guess that's my cue. It's 5 o'clock. There's nothing moving. There hasn't been anything moving for a half an hour. So I think I'm going to call it a night for right now and run out and get myself something to eat. And then I'll be back. I'll come back on YouTube and TikTok. And I'll probably come on Zoom as well for anybody that wants just to pop into Zoom. But we'll be talking about the Wolfpack Community Coin. We'll try to talk about that exclusively and not talk about stocks. But we'll do that at 6 p.m. Eastern time, which is about an hour from now. So you guys have a great night. And I will see everybody either at 6 o'clock here to talk about our new Wolfpack coin, or I'll see you bright and early in the morning at 6:45 on our live stream on the website, on Zoom, and then about 7:35 on TikTok and YouTube. So you guys have a great night, and I will see all of you in about an hour if you want to talk about the coin. Have a good one.